ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to the John Farnham series, and this is part 10. I can't even freaking believe it. So anyway, in this video, I'm going to be covering about Sound Relief, the Live by Demand show, the Jack album, and also the Whispering Jack 25th Anniversary Tour. No time to waste, let's start the video. After 3 long years since his last performance in June of 2006, John's been taking a break out of the spotlight to be convinced by Chris Martin from Coldplay to appear on Sound Relief, an iconic moment in John's career singing You're the Voice in front of 5,000 people at Sydney Cricket Ground, and people were surprised that Fonzie came back. During his peak, it used to be teenagers, now they are parents, from parents to grandparents, now parents bringing their kids to see John. Like, how the generation grew from kids to teenagers to parents to grandparents who had joined the Farnham journey. Since Farnham's performance at Sound Relief, fans made petition to get Jack back on tour, and at least for a couple weeks later, at Star City holding a press conference for an upcoming Farnham tour that would be titled as By Demand Tour. By the media says John Farnham Live by Demand is just that. It meets ceaseless national inquiry over the past 3 years as to when the man who has sold more tickets and more albums and nudged up more achievements than an other Australian musician would return to perform, while there will never be a John Farnham tour on the scale of his epic 2002 sweep across Australia, taking in almost 100 shows in vast arenas and 40,000 tents in cities and towns over the better part of a year. Before almost 500,000 people, there will always be John Farnham performances, and as the years go on, they will reflect his evolution musically and life. There was no retirement, and there is no comeback. At the same time to produce a new album, Sony released a 3-CD set as the essential John Farnham. It would be the promotion for the Live by Demand tour. For the first time ever that John decided to take the tour in a smaller theaters, kicking off at the Sydney Lyric Theatre on the 3rd of September to October 31st in Melbourne, at the reviewers saying one of the best shows they ever seen and felt nostalgic. Entering the new decade in the year of 2010, John had a lot of things in his plate, like a new album and a tour. That album had been recorded between July to September of 2010 to the release date on October of 2010, simply titled as Jack. Bringing tracks are brand new and even doing covers with an arrangement as Farnham style. Then in October to November of 2010, John goes on tour to promote the Jack album, kicking off at Luna Park, Sydney to celebrate 75th birthday, to the winery shows, to back to entertainment centers. Now, to the following year in 2011, it would be a landmark of the course of 25 years since the release of Whispering Jack. John and his band wants to make an album to ties in for a span of 25 years of Whispering Jack is to do an acoustic album. John explained, "We wanted to rework some of the songs that we have been doing on stage for the last 25 years. It's always difficult to rework something that people are very used to. Having said that, we have had a lot of fun doing it." Farnham's manager, Glenn Wheatley, added, "This recording has just given me goosebumps. It's amazing seeing the song stripped right back and all acoustic. I wonder why we didn't think about that sooner. But let me say this album is absolutely incredible. This album is called Acoustic Chapel Sessions as a package of a CD and a DVD release. And let me say this, to be honest, this is my honesty here, this is one of the best versions I've ever heard in any Farnham's catalog, and going, oh my gosh, this is really, really interesting." Then coming back on stage once again for the 25th anniversary tour for Whispering Jack as the 25 years on tour. Of course, performing his greatest hits, including performing songs off the Whispering Jack album. In the first half will be acoustic set, and the second half will be the electric set. Does this sound familiar? Yes. Very similar to the last time tour, and yes, it was a spectacular concert. Felt nostalgic. That takes back going back in time in 1987 when he performed those songs for the first time during that Whispering Jack tour in 1987. Toured all across capital cities, kicking off in Adelaide on October to November of 2011, ending in Perth. And last but not least, John booked a gig at Sydney Olympic Park on December 3rd 2011 for V8 Supercar Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of part 10 of the John Farnham series, and I hope you enjoyed it. We're almost to the near of the documentary that is coming up, and I can't believe it. It's almost close, and I cannot even believe it. I'm hoping that the tickets are selling right now, and if you haven't got your tickets, go ahead getting your tickets at the event cinemas or Hoyts or whatever cinema is near to you. Hope you get your tickets soon before it will sold out. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.